Bivouac until it stops raining.
You mean have a pint?
I'll also say it in where were they going to put it?
Wow.
You got 4 tickets. One. Don't worry about it. I give
Salt.
These engines, you see that engine? It's different.
Yeah. Like a sports engine.
They got the double-decker cars now. Like passenger cars. They got the 2 levels of
We'll do all of them. sis, I talk to your mom and dad. I talk to your friends, all the pals we've had. I can't talk to you, baby, it's got me feeling so bad. I know you're home, I know you're home. Voicemail, I was feeling blue. I told your voicemail, just wanted to know if you know what I mean. I don't want your voicemail, I just want you. I know you're home. She smokes all day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's a lady with a big cigar. Baby loves to swing. She jumps on the dance floor when I am. She jams with the band playing rhythm guitar. She's a lady with a big cigar. She smokes all day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner. She's a lady with a big cigar. She won't say no for an answer. She knows just what she needs. And if you are an answer, in her brand new she's working the phone while she's driving her car. She's a lady with a big cigar. She smokes all day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's a lady with a big cigar. Take no for an answer. She knows just what she needs. And if you are an answer, my baby, always my baby comes big deals in her brand new. She's working the phone while she's driving her car. She's a lady with a big cigar. She smokes all day. She makes me feel alright. rain. She fellas in the corner, they sing That's called End the Strip. Not a meaningful lyrics in that song. I wrote that a few years ago, and well, we had a club back then called Rat Hacks on the Avenue. I know some of you were over there, and the thing. It's a lot.
That was a good one.
Fun of my frontal tattoo. I had to get up the courage, you know. They stuck me to the leg. And they're saying I got ripped off or something like that. Are you going to do something to show?
Hey there! How goes it?
Here we go.
He's all grown up now.
Absolutely.
That place. Got a big tarp on it.
It should be Styles Lake.
Oh yeah, you're in the lake, eh?
Absolutely
Oh, look at this place.
Hear that?
Wow.
There's the lake. Go to India or someplace like that.
Got some more Sunday drivers in front of us. Little quaint little villa. Wow. Yeah, there's one for sale.
Where?
Right there. White one. Buy it. Drive-by shootings.
Okay, we gotta find the highway.
We gotta find Fairbanks.
Ooh. Here we go, right or left?
I don't think it matters too much.
Right. There, what's up there? Oh my God.
Looks like a good one.
Far down there.
sick of all the tourists.
Yeah, I go with the price of being rich, I guess.
Yeah.
And promoting the state.
I think maybe. We're lost. So are they, though. Yeah, Florida can sure make you want to be American.
Right. Oh, that's right. Now you're going to have to go out and work. Oh, boo-hoo.
Nobody evaluating you.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Let
me alone. Let me be, will you?
Yeah.
Why me? Why me?
Oh, no, we did it together. Oh, you did it together. Oh, I don't remember anybody writing anything. Anybody sitting and arguing with Garth Labar with me. I mean, listen, I am very fine with my marriage. I would never give up the love of my children and all that other stuff. And I'm really trying, when I talk about divorce, I'm not trying to talk about me. But when my mother asked me that question, I gave her the answer.
You gave her your answer.
No.
You don't know.
Excuse me. I gave her the answer. The only answer that makes sense.
The answer.
I have it all. Very difficult to be this intelligent.
Okay.
You know, jumping into a volcano is a sacrifice. I don't want to hear someone say, I made sacrifices.
Because I stayed home.
I stayed home and relaxed. You know, that's another thing that ends marriage. You get resentful. You do. You sit there going, holy mackerel. Give me some goddamn oral. I'm working my ass off. That's it.
I'll never forget, one day I saw the top of your head blow off. And somebody came in here and said, you know, that they were thinking of getting a larger house. And they had really afford the larger house. But the wife wanted it so bad that night, they got Laurel.
Yeah, isn't that a trip?
I thought I was going to have to get you medication.
Yeah. Excuse me, honey, did I wake you up when I went off to go to the salt mines? The first time you get yelled at for,
That's a nice bonus, son.
I don't know what the sacrifices are. That's why all men die early. They have heart attacks from the worry. Your husband didn't make it. That's why you're stuck. You just said it all. You're stuck. And now you're angry at me and everyone else. You're stuck. Good. You're stuck. Good lost, you bitch.
Wow.
That's exactly why you can't get married. You hear what that guy's married to? I'm stuck because my husband didn't make it. She's mad at her husband. He didn't make it. He's supposed to make. Why did she go out and make it? Give me the C word for use FCC.
Turnpike, bud.
In this case, it would
We just
be
missed it. We just missed
Yes, ma'am.
it.
Hi, this is my mother, Ray Sturr.
So, there you go.
Well, we'll just turn around and Kirkham Road.
I come driving. You gotta watch the signs here.
Her mother lost her left leg.
Wow.
The same thing.
How eerie is that?
Yeah. She vividly recalls how before her father administered first aid to her mother, he tore off her fur coat so that she wouldn't get blood from it. Like modeling and making a living that way, and then all of a sudden was hit by a cop on a motorcycle racing to Kensington Palace. on what turned out to be a false alarm. And she wound up losing
This
her
cost a
leg.
small fortune down here.
After that,
for the
she threw
kids.
herself into
It was
charitable causes and being an advocate for the disabled. And I thought it was rather interesting.
I'm an actor. He's a moron. He can't even speak the English language.
Always to be a fan.
No, I can make it so perfect for all of us. Yeah. Let's just see.
Oranges,
Everybody
Florida.
Florida oranges?
They're beautiful though.
Kissed by Anita Bryant. Okay, we're gonna need $2.
Anyway, what anything left in the newsroom?
Yes, as each side tried to get their message across. And in the paper,
great.
and he thinks that Regis Philbin isn't very smart because he's played Celebrity Jeopardy a couple of times and always come in third.
Oh, that's nice. Put the guy down for going on your show.
There you go, guys. This is the only gator I've seen in Florida. Not even real, at least I hope. No, not real. Never was real. I don't think. Really glad that pretty good coincidence that we passed through Tom Petty's hometown while he's on the radio.
It's amazing, eh?
Gainesville, Florida.
He owns the station, and every other song is a Tom Petty song.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Advertisement.